let's talk about how to determine the value of a house. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Shh, I don't really care what the price per square foot is. What? I know, certain websites like Zillow make price per square foot out to be some sort of gospel. I run into people all the time who want to talk at me about price per square foot, and honestly, I try my best to shut them down in a polite way, of course. When you focus too much on price per square foot, you can end up missing the forest for the trees, and I'm gonna tell you why. Hey there, my name's Emily Farber and I'm a realtor in the greater Iowa City area. I make YouTube videos all about real estate and the Iowa City area to help people just like you make smart decisions when it comes to buying, selling, and relocating here in Eastern Iowa. If you're thinking about selling your house, you should download my free seller's guide. The link for that is in the description box down below this video. If you're watching on your phone, just tap the title of this video and that description box will open right up for you. So price per square foot seems like it should be a solid way to hone in on price. After all, it's very mathematical and cut and dry. Unfortunately, the only time it works very well is when you have a bunch of houses that are nearly identical to each other. And that's the thing about houses. They're almost never identical. Even properties that look very close to each other on the outside can have some significant differences once you step through the front door. For instance, one may have builder grade carpet throughout, while the other has hardwood. One might have laminate countertops and the other one is sporting quartz. One could have basic beige painted on all the walls, while the other is totally on trend with their colors and they have an accent wall with some sort of amazing wallpaper. One could be on a lot that backs up to a busy road, while the other has got a lot of the exact same size, but it backs up to open space or timber, giving it a totally different feel. You know what they say, it's all in the details. If you've only got your eyes on the cut and dry aspect of price per square foot, a person might think that the prices on those houses should be nearly identical. That person would be wrong, and if that person were a seller, they could be leaving money on the table. If that person were the buyer, well, they probably won't be writing the winning offer because they're not acknowledging the whole picture. When determining the value of a property, personally, I like to approach it from multiple methods. See where the numbers are similar, see where they're different, and then from there, I determine where I recommend a seller land with an asking price or price range. Something to keep in mind are that listing prices, price recommendations, and appraised values are just an opinion. It's not an exact science, it's more of an art. Now, I know, depending upon how your brain likes to operate, this can be unsettling. That's why it is so important to hire an agent you trust. My preferred method, out of all of the different ways I analyze price, is to look at comps. Comps are comparable properties that have sold in the recent past. The best or closest comps are going to be very similar in location, house style, size, and general amenities. But like I mentioned, no two homes are ever exactly alike. So then we need to make adjustments and figure out what the value is of those differences, such as a 3-stall garage versus a 2-stall, a walkout basement versus a non-walkout, an extra 4th bedroom in the basement versus just storage space, screen porch versus deck, and so on. All of these differences, both big and small, move the scale when determining a price recommendation. And all of these price adjustments are not going to be reflected with a metric as basic as price per square foot. The process of figuring out the value of a property is not a quick one. And I would be leery of someone who just wants to spout out a number without showing you their work and data and simply say something like, well, I'm a neighborhood expert. Another way that price per square foot methods fall flat is how it performs in a rapidly appreciating or depreciating market. Part of being a skilled real estate agent is having your finger on the pulse of what's happening in your local market. Price per square foot only tells you what homes have sold for in the past, not what direction things are headed currently. If the dynamics of your market are changing rapidly, there may not be hard closed data available because those transactions haven't even made it to the closing table yet. Again, this is where a skilled real estate agent is going to trump a computer algorithm like Zillow any day. Another downfall of price per square foot is that it doesn't account for differences in build quality or the fit and finish of a home. There are all kinds of houses being built out there for all different kinds of buyers, and that's great. Houses range from economy, meaning they're built as inexpensively as possible, with the most inexpensive builder basic materials, all the way up to luxury properties that have custom and top of the line materials throughout. While both houses may have the exact same square footage, comparing the two would be like comparing apples to oranges. Another hiccup in the price per square foot metric is that larger homes tend to sell for less per square foot than smaller homes. At a certain point, bigger is just bigger, and there's not an equal return on all of that space. One last tidbit I want to share with you today about the shortfalls of price per square foot as a metric to determine house value is above grade square footage is worth more than below grade square footage. So if you're bound and determined to know what your price per square foot is, you will need to remove the finished basement space out of all of your comps so that you are only comparing above grade square footage. This information about the limitations of price per square foot is important for both buyers and sellers. Buyers, you simply cannot base your offer on a price per square foot calculation. And sellers, if that's what you're looking at, you've only got a small part of a large picture, and that could potentially be an expensive mistake. If you're thinking about selling your house and you're wondering what projects you might decide to tackle that would help you increase your home's value, be sure to watch my video on projects to increase your home's value right up here. If you're thinking about selling your house and you'd like to chat with me personally about your home's value and the next steps, feel free to give me a call or a text. I'd love to help you. My contact information is in the description box down below this video. Hey, it's been fun, and I'll catch you later.